Am I fun to watch? Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills, the voice commentary from a singer. We are at the top 12. They had performances tonight. I love the performances, and let me tell you, these kids were singing. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, tomorrow night, first of all, 2 contestants are going home, and it doesn't matter from which team. So it's anybody's game right now. TeamCeelo was up to Caroline Pennell doing Wake Me Up by Avicii. I love this song, and naturally I did a cover of it because I love it. I didn't do a full cover, but I did the first verse and chorus, and I think that's on my It's Our Anton channel. If it is, I'll link it for you. This seemed to be just a tad fast for her delivery, and she wasn't able to really throw the full weight of her emotion into the story, but she sounded good as always. Then she didn't quite hit the falsetto that she attempted while she was down near the audience, right? And she ended well and full of emotion, so it was pretty good for me. Not her normal greatness. What was the Amish hat Ceelo was wearing? I don't know what was going on with that. Blake said she did a great job of staying in the pocket and it was awesome, and said the audience had the worst rhythm ever. And Adam said there's a purity to what she does that he loves. TeamXtina was up next with Josh Logan. He did Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. He definitely had the groove going in this performance and left a lot of room for the song to breathe. Personally, I missed the riffs and the runs. You know, I felt like he could at least pick 2 or 3 places where he really just went off, and the rest of it been pretty straight. So I was missing some of that spice, you know what I'm saying? But he had a nice take on the song and gave us a nice big note at the end. He left me wanting more though, and that's not a bad thing. That is often a good thing. Leave him wanting more. Leave him wanting more. Adam said it was really beautiful and it was tight. Ceelo told Josh he's one of his favorite vocalists, and tonight's performance was much improved from last week. Blake said he allowed the song to shine and became a more interesting vocalist. And Matt Lauer dropped by to chat with Carson and promote the No Shave November to draw attention to men's health issues. And they'll have a behind the scenes on the Today Show tomorrow. TeamAdam was up next with James Wolpert doing Mr. Brightside by the Killers, and he takes on another big rock song and was kind of gasping for breath. Did you notice in the beginning he was like so I was like, wow, I kind of felt bad for him. But he kept the notes precise just the way Adam had asked him in rehearsal. The big note was a killer and he nailed it, and had Adam jumping in his seat, and he ended on his knees. He was giving you the drama. They switched it up and had the coaches commenting first, and this was from the beginning. I noticed at the beginning, but I didn't write anything about it. But I generally don't mention the coach comments anyway, because I think, you know, the coaches doing their spin, you know, and they're like, oh, you know, they're gonna be great. They're gonna say, oh, I told you to do so and so, and you didn't do it. They ain't gonna do that. They never do that. But Adam said he turned into a rock star in front of our eyes. Christina said she was nervous for him at first, but he let loose and was fun to watch. And if I'm fun to watch, please thumb it up, and let me know, okay? And let other people know that Robert Anton is fun to watch, and let me know. I hope I am fun and informative. TeamBlake was up next with Jenckes doing It's a Great Day to Be Alive by Tritt. And Blake chose this song to get his country fans interested in Austin. Do you think it'll work? We'll see. He started out playing the guitar, but I loved when he just grabbed the mic and walked away, you know. Eventually he got to another mic stand, but I just thought, like, go ahead, take it and sing. I mean, you don't have to play the guitar the whole time. You got support people doing the rhythm, and got a lead back there playing too. You know, he ain't got to play the thing the whole time. His voice sounds so great, and he was having such a good time performing this song. He was on top of all the changes, and it seemed to fit him very, very well. Ceelo said he liked the added twang that he put in there. Adam said the big note he hit set him apart, and it was beautifully constructed. Christina said it just felt good, and when he sings it, she believes it. Team Christina was up next with Jacquie doing Love is Blindness by Jacquie, and I liked how she said she was going to put every ounce of emotion into the performance. She didn't say every bit of voice, I'm going to sing it, I'm going to do that. She said, I'm going to put every ounce of emotion. That is what we want to come from as performers. It starts with the emotion leads to the notes. She has the right idea. This was so good, just like last week, because she easily goes from really light and sweet to intense and powerful in like 0.2 seconds, you know? Christina was standing for her even before she finished. I thought it was a wonderful performance. Adam said it was a great song choice, and that voice comes out of her like a dragon. Ceelo said he gets lost in it and he's gonna download the song and play it when he goes horseback riding. And she was so cute, giggling and dancing during her comments. I just couldn't help but laugh, and I had such a big smile on my face while I was watching. TeamBlake was up next with Boudreaux doing All of Me by John Legend, and this song sounded really good in Ray's voice, and I really wasn't hearing John's voice at all. In places, it seemed like Ray was struggling just a little bit with the tenderness, and his voice was breaking just a bit. He did a great job on the falsetto, handled it very tenderly, and ended a little misty-eyed. I think he was really getting into it. Christina told him it fell a little short in places, and she heard some cracks and stuff pitch-wise that wasn't great. Yeah, I mean, but it was still a good performance. TeamCeelo had Cat Robichaud do Sail by AwolNation, and I was loving the big light show as soon as this started, and her in them sparkly shorts showing all the leg, you know. She even went crowd surfing. Oh, you better go ahead on, girl. This was rocking out, and she had the right tone and attitude to pull it off. The big notes seemed a little wobbly to me, but she rocked this performance. But you know, when she was up there, it was a lot of I was like, it could have been a little more, you know, focused. It could have been a little more focused, but she really rocked out. Blake said she's like a lion walking around a herd of antelope. Christina said Cat came to play today, and play she did. TeamCeelo was up next with Jonny Gray doing Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins, and he picked back up his guitar this week and got into the personal side of this song. I liked the vibe and enjoyed his rendition, but I was waiting for a long time for some wow moment and never got it. He just does not, in these songs, he's not getting a wow moment. Obviously, the voting audience connected with him last week without much exciting happening. I wonder if they'll keep voting if it just keeps happening, if it just keeps laying flat like that. Adam pointed out some rhythmic issues with his guitar. He said it was kind of off with the band, but he said he put on a good heartfelt performance. TeamAdam was up next with Tessanne doing My Kind of Love by Emily Sande. And Adam said she has a Grammy-winning voice in rehearsal, and she came out and proved him right. This had the perfect intensity, and those notes came out so effortlessly. This was way too short for me. I definitely wanted to hear more, you know what I'm saying? She said she was singing it to her husband, and it really came off as like a conversation more than a performance, with so many little nuances and changes. You know, at one point she was doing a nice legato, then she had this staccato part. She was doing some, I mean, just some really nice stuff. It was pretty incredible. Christina said it had a lot of passion and said her voice can do anything, while comparing it to Rihanna and Kelly Clarkson. Team Christina had Matthew Schuler doing Hallelujah by Buckley, and I like how they experiment a lot with levels in this performance. And I say they because I'm sure that Christina had a lot to do with it, because Jacquie did some of the same things. He had the really soft, sweet moments that went and extended all the way out as far as he could into the louder portions, and then took it way back down. And he had ended with a nice falsetto. His mom looked to be tearing up in the audience as he finished. Did it move you? That's my question. Did it move you? Blake said it's magical and powerful every time he gets on stage, and Adam changed clothes to match the other coaches. Yeah, he was saying they were all in black, and he had on this sweater, you know, looking like a nerd and all that. So he went and changed it to like this black leather jacket and all that. And he told Matt it was really beautiful, and he preserved the legacy of the song. Now, I asked you if it moved you, and I hope that you comment down in the comments. You know, for all of the technical greatness that came out of this performance, I just did not feel emotional about it. I don't know if he didn't get emotional, or if I wasn't feel the emotion that he was having. But it just seemed like it was all concentrated in the technical side, and the emotion wasn't there. It wasn't there to support what was going on. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. TeamBlake had Cole Bossberry do Adorned by Miguel, and Blake asked him to drop the guitar for this song, and he was a little tepid coming into the song, but was giving us a lot more of his own personal spin as he like took the mic off and walked down center stage and then brought it out to the audience. This was a good experiment, and it worked out. I believe it really paid off. It showed that he can do anything, he can make anything his own. I mean, this is the guy that auditioned, right, with Move It On Up, Move It On Up. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, he really has his thing going on. All the coaches stood for him. The first competing standing ovation, Ceelo mentioned that he was the only one to turn for Cole in the blinds, and said one of Blake's black friends had helped him choose the song. That's so racist. Not really. TeamAdam was up last with Will Champlin doing Demons by Imagine Dragons. And for me, Will is always so consistent and is getting up there being like, he just gets up and is the consummate performer. He does his thing, he's all in, and I really enjoyed that. He needed a big moment for this performance, and he nailed it. He had a big note and slid up into an even higher note and then brought it back down and ended it. The audience was going crazy. Congratulations. It was just that thing that he needed. The whole song was good, but you know, a lot of times what people remember is if you nailed those big notes. You know, you did this, you told the story, but then you hit that and people are like, oh my God, did you, when he, you know, that's just how people are excited about the big moments more than those quiet little nice moments, unless of course they end up crying from them. Then, you know, if it touches them emotionally, then you never forget that. So tomorrow night we get a new twist called the Instant Save. Do you know what it is? I kind of know what it is. And I got through that just in time. Make sure to check out some of my other videos and I'll link them down here. I also have my most recent videos playlist, which is always in the description. And I'm now on Instagram, so follow me, Robert Anton NYC, just like this channel. Thanks a lot. Peace.